here at UK Nats with Luke, who just got top 32. Take us through the list.
So I played Chimera with a really small branded package. So I played the 3 Sword Knight, 3 Quator, 3 Gazelle, 2 Baphomet, and Classic, and 3 Chimera Fusion. This is all really standard for all Chimera lists, really. And then further illusion monsters are the 3 Nightmare Apprentice, the Diabells, and the Tau. This card's really good just for consistency, also for rank 6 plays, and then ending on Diabells, really good for just stopping your opponent from playing a lot, stops wanted, stops things like droplets in the main, those type of things. So yeah, this card's really good to end on. Then other fusion packages is the 3 Patchwork, 2 Chain, 2 Poly. Was thinking of playing 3 Chain, but in the end I didn't want to brick too much on Chain, and you always want to see this first anyway, so was quite happy with this ratio. This ratio was good all day, all weekend I'll say. Cool. And then I play a really small branded package. I just play 3 branded fusion and 1 Albaz. I don't play opening, I don't play a Luba. The reasoning being is the problem with the opening is it takes 2 cards to summon the Aluba, and I don't really want to go like neg 1 if it's going to get impermed and stopped. And also, opening multiple ways to branded fusion is really not good. This package was perfect all day. You don't need to see the branded cards to be able to play, to be able to do your combos, but every time you do see it, it's consistency, it's a board breaker going second, it applies so much pressure with Rim Bum, so that's why I wanted to play it, but I just didn't want to play all the other cards that go alongside it. Yeah, and it was perfect all weekend, it really was.
Nice. And
that's it for like the engine, and then non-engine is 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, and 3 Droplets. I contemplated a long time about board breakers, but in the end I settled on, if I'm happy with hand trapping them once or twice, and I'll have other bomb cards like the branded fusion from before, or the Patchwork to try break the board, and I just need to soften it up, and I can break it from there on out. And then Droplets was just incredible. Yeah. And that's it, it's a 42 card main deck. Sure. Mainly 42, there's a lot of 3-ofs, so I don't want to draw like multiple 3-ofs all of the same name. And then for the extra deck is 2 Baphomet, 1 Chimera, and 1 Illusion Beast. Don't really need 2 of this. You only really hand loop in turn 1. And the Foolish Brewer is really good. The Summon from the Banished Graveyard Effect just really good. Just a lot of consistency with this card. Cool. Then 2 Guardian Chimera. This card's still insane with Poly, so what needs to be said. Slepelia and Magnum. Yeah. Magnum really good with just digging and just interruptions. There's a lot of times where you don't necessarily need to make Guardian Chimera, so you can just make a Magnum. So you have constant interaction, not just have a one-time pop, but have continuous pops, and that's really strong. Then for the small branded package, the 1 Rimbram, 1 Libellion, 1 Albion, the 1 Mirror Jade. Yep. We're not really looking to resolve the branded fusion more than once. You can. I did once because you can Libellion, shuffle back the Albaz and do it again later, but it doesn't really come up. Most of the time, you're going to get Gazelle, get this, and then eventually you're going to Chimera Fusion this away. You'll have the Albaz and this engrave, so then you can banish this, summon back the Albaz, fuse with their extra deck or with their light or dark, and then make the Mirror Jade anyway. Yeah. So you don't really need more than this for this package. So I made all of them, and it was just really solid. Nice. And then I still wanted to play these cards, Lars and Beatrice. Okay. It sounds contradictory with the branded fusion package because I'm not playing as many of the branded cards as I said before. I'm not really pigeonholed into guaranteed being locked into fusions, and you're not going to see the branded fusion every match. So the games where you don't, you just do the normal Chimera combo, which involves these cards. This send Tau or send the Diabells, whichever you're missing. We'll go with my side deck as well, send Barry's statue, which I'm siding. And then Lars is just really good. If you've already got access to everything, you just make this before you go Knight to summon out the Big Wing. So it never conflicted because if I'm resolving branded fusion, I'm already so ahead, I don't need these. But if I don't see branded fusion, I just use these anyway. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
And then the last card is Chaos Angel.
Yep.
It's really good.
Yep.
That's it. And then for the side deck. So, we side one Bowie statue, one Wanghu. I didn't side this once. It was for Pearly and Flunder, and don't bother. And then one Tans, one Cool Boy. So these were usually just the going first. There's not a lot of space in the main deck to side. It's really limited. So I just wanted to play cards that, like, my deck's already full of extenders, so I just wanted to play cards that will either make sure I can combo, and then this is just, you know, if I get to full combo, Barrier Statue, Deer Bells, they can't really out it because they can't drop its imperm the statue now because of the Deer Bells. And then as soon as they summon a monster that can attack over, you just make Guardian come over and blow it up anyway. So, yeah, like, really, really good. I didn't play Eris with the Similar Archfiend because Similar Archfiend is really good card, there's no denying it, but I didn't feel like I was winning matches because I had Similar Archfiend. I feel like I was winning the matches just on my board alone. I didn't really need it as extra collateral. A lot of times it just felt like it was win more to have it, so that's why I didn't play it. And then 3 Dark Ruler and 1 Change of Heart. So this is for Snake Eye variants when they do the big board with Harbinger and that. Like I said before, we play a few hand traps, so we'll try and stop them getting to the Harbinger, and then take their Apo. But if they do get to full combo, it's fine. We have 3 droplets, 3 Dark Ruler in the main, and we can just simplify the game state. Even though they have a lot of advantage, we can rip a card in the end phase and have a lot of interaction on their turn. So yeah, this worked out really, really well. Then 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Cosmic. I thought there was going to be a lot more stun than I think there was. I'm not quite sure how much there was in the end, but I was quite worried about stun. Deck, it likes trap decks as long as they're not debarriering me. Labyrinth is not fun for that if they're main at debarrier. So I just wanted as many ways to just stop those type of decks, those trap decks, stun decks, that type of thing.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
You can also side this in against some matchups as well. If they're link heavy or they leave a lot of monsters in attack, side it in. Very flexible cards.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 cards in the side deck, 3 Bestial. These are really good because they're level 6 as well, so you can make Beatrice and Lars with them, which is really good. Druid Swarm as well is really sick because summon it on the field, and then you Chimera Fusion it away for Chimera or whatever fusion you want. Then you get another send, so you get a lot of value from these. And that's why I chose to play them over Crow. So yeah, really, really good. And that's the list.
Cool. Well, can I quickly ask, what sort of stuff did you side out in order to fit your...
Yeah, so normally... let's go through it. So, let's say I'm signing the Dark Rulers for the Snake Eye matchup. It's the most common matchup. I'd usually be siding out the Deer Bells, 2 of this, and 1 of this.
Okay.
And it's going to look really weird that I'm siding this out, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a starter, it's extender, whatever. But if they have an Apo up and you can't stop the Apo, this is a neg 1 just to summon it. And my approach for the event was I don't really want to neg 1 at all. And this is super searchable. So when I'm breaking the board, eventually I'll go fuse off the Gazelle. The Gazelle will search the one I need anyway, but I don't want to start with this into an Apo board because it's not going to achieve anything. So I side these out, and then I was putting the 3 Dark Ruler and the
Change of Heart,
and the 1 Change of Heart,
Okay.
And then it kind of varies on matchup. These get sided out going second every time.
Yeah, okay.
Unless it's a trap deck. Keep this in if it's a trap deck.
Yeah.
And it's just maybe your hand traps aren't so useful in some matchups, so you just switch those out. But yeah, this was a generic side for this.
Have you got any shout-outs you want to give?
Yes, so shout out Dale Hawks for convincing me to play this deck. Shout out Ben Chalner for helping me test. Lewis Plimmer as well. James Cook for sorting me out with a bunch of these cards. Who else? Ewan Jennings as well. And
Pairings to top 16 are now available on Neuron. Pairings to top 16 are now available on Neuron.
And the announcer who's been so generous in the step profile.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Lovely, thank you.